Another area of concern for many people is the treatment of women in Afghanistan. It certainly appears that men are first-class citizens and women are, in some instances, third-class citizens. Do you think that's a wrong opinion to have?
That is absolutely a wrong opinion to have. I just want to clarify one point. We don't espouse the standards of the Anglosphere. We do not follow the laws that are created by some men in parliaments somewhere that until yesterday saw the black man and the Chinese and the Arab as subhuman, as savages that ravaged their homes and exploited their land. We follow a divine law. It's called Islam. And Islam has in it enshrined the rights of both men and women and children and the parents and the neighbor and the animals and the rights of this planet that it has upon the human beings that live on this earth. So it is an all-encompassing religion, and all Muslims that believe in the religion of Islam, they know their rights very well, and they are in no way, shape or form second or third class citizens.
So are men and women equal in Islam?
Yes.
This society is about 95% majority male that I can see. Any women that I have seen, I've seen begging. They don't appear to be working in shops. They don't drive cars. They're invisible. And I don't think that that is an equal society.
Afghan society is 50% men and 50% women. It's not 95% men. Secondly, the Afghan society is distinct. It has a distinct culture. It has nothing to do, and the indicator of equality being that if there's 10 drivers men, that there has to be 10 women drivers, that is not the standards that we live by.
Can women drive though?
Of course.
They're allowed to drive?
They're driving in Kabul.
They're driving in Kabul?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes,
I just haven't seen any. I have seen...
Yes, but it's the percentage, like you said, the percentage is not up to basically to par with Ireland or England or the United States. That is a different issue, and we do not see equality of men and women being equal, that they have to be, if there's 10 drivers, then there has to be 10 female drivers. If there's 10 shop owners of men, then there has to be 10 female.
I don't see a lot of women. And when I walk on the streets, my male cameraman is greeted very friendly. People are very nice to him and say hello and very polite. They don't really speak to me. And I can only tell you that as a woman, how that makes me feel is it's intimidating, and it makes me feel quite insignificant. So I can only imagine what it's like for women who live in this country. I am just a visitor, and I have to say that the people who I have spoken to have been extremely courteous and very lovely. But generally, I feel that women are treated quite differently to men.
Again, I have to point out the fact that we are a distinct society. We have different values, different culture. And what you have experienced of your colleague being greeted very openly, and they shake his hands and even some hug him, and they do not talk to you, that is actually an indication of our respect. This is how we show respect to women. We're not a Western society.
Do you think women are respected by sitting on streets begging? Are women allowed to have bank accounts? Are they in some...
Of course, the begging is not respect, it is not honorable. They're begging because the Western nations have sanctioned us. It is not, they don't beg because they don't have the right to have a bank account, or they don't have the right to work. That is not why they're begging. They're begging because the Western nations have sanctioned us. The economic situation has deteriorated. That is the reason they're begging. You should be asking and looking for the source of the begging, not the apparent. You should go ask the beggar, why are you begging?
What is the teaching around the wearing of a burqa? Why is it something that is necessary for women here to wear.
So that is from your point of view. From our point of view, women being sexualized and objectified is something that is unacceptable. But again, this is a distinction. I'm just trying to get across the fact that there's different understandings of how humans should live. You base your values on something, laws that are different than what we base our laws on. As coming forward to your question about hijab, specifically burqa. Burqa is something distinct to Afghanistan. It is something cultural. Islam orders women to wear the hijab. Just as Mother Mary wore the hijab, she was covered. Just as the religious women in Christianity, they cover themselves up. It's a hijab. There's no difference between that hijab and what Islam prescribes.
But that was centuries ago. Mother Mary wore a hijab centuries ago. It's 2022.
Millennia ago.
Millenniums ago.
Yeah, not centuries. But the rule, again, we espouse and we believe in the laws that are sent by a divine being, the God, the creator of the earth and the universe and the human beings. For you, again, I'm telling you, the message I'm trying to get across is for you, your laws change and evolve. Ours are a set of laws sent by God, and we believe it to be divine, and we follow those laws. And they don't change.